What's going on, guys? This is your boy, the Vin Doctor, and today I'm going to be doing what's been anticipated, and it's been a viral thing that's been going around the internet, is letting ChatGPT interview you. And so I've asked ChatGPT to give me 10 questions that I'm going to be completely transparent, completely candid, and completely open with you guys and share. First of all, I want to introduce myself again. My name is Zatrick, aka the Vin Doc, and we're going to get into these ChatGPT questions so that you can get to know me more on a personal level and a business level at the same time. Let's go. First question. Can you share your background and what inspired you to become an entrepreneur? All right, so my background is, honestly, I'm 45 years old. I've been in vending nearly half of my life, over half of my life. I started in vending when I was 21 years old. It's all I've ever done. I haven't done any other side businesses or anything like that. I strictly focused on vending machines. What I did prior to me being 20 and 19, 18 was discovery. I was trying to find myself. I'm a young Black man in America, not the stereotypical, sound like I'm stereotypical, but that's what it is. I grew up single parent home. My mother did the absolute best and most that she can do, and she continues to support to this day. And so I definitely am blessed and honored to have a mother like her. But again, as a young man, I wanted to put my hand on the fire and see how hot it was. So I attempted to do certain things. It landed me with a background. It landed me in jail. So I do have a felony. I did receive my first and only felony when I was 19 years old, organized crime. I might be like, dang, Z, what the hell? You was 19 years old. What are you doing in organized crime and stuff? Man, that was a long time ago. Again, I've been reformed. It wasn't a serious crime. I only spent 13 months in jail, came out with a 1-year-old daughter who, unfortunately, when I first met her, cried because she didn't even know who I was. And so at that point, I vowed to not only myself, but to my daughter and my family to not jeopardize my freedom and our family's happiness and our family's security from that point on. And so I made a point to go legit. My mother asked me what I wanted to do. She gave me some options. And one of the things that I expressed to her that I would like to do was start a vending business. And blissfully, with the support of my mother, she financed 2 vending machines, well, actually 3 vending machines. I try to tend to forget the third one because it was a nightmare. But she financed my very first vending machines on a location, used her credit at that. And so from that point is just history. We've been 20 plus years in vending ever since. Second question. What are some key challenges you faced in your business journey and how did you overcome them? Wow. I'm gonna be honest with you. I faced a lot of challenges because I didn't know anything. I was a fresh entrepreneur. I'm young, unexperienced in a lot of things, in a lot of ways of life and business. So I faced every challenge you can possibly imagine. Regardless of what specific challenge I face, I know the one thing that I can say and I can attest to me overcoming them is being persistent. Having an unwavering, doubted belief in myself that I was gonna make it. And regardless, I figured out a way through whatever challenge I faced, and we made it through. So even today, one thing about being an entrepreneur, and I hope people take from this video, is that you're always learning. You're gonna always be learning. You're gonna always have challenges. It's not the challenges that make you. It's how you handle the challenges, how fast and how quickly you resolve them, and what type of manner you resolve them in. So that's the key to being a successful entrepreneur, because you're gonna face challenges throughout your journey. But if challenges are something that's gonna discourage you and keep you holding you back, then this might not be for you. I always say that to entrepreneurs who come in is you gotta have some grit to you, you gotta have some hustle to you, you definitely have some determination. So to answer the question, what are some of the things, what was the question? How did I overcame them with persistence and dedication to myself and my family. Number 3, how do you define success both personal and professionally? That's funny, I just was speaking to my mother about this, and I think they're intertwined in a lot of ways. Personally, I define success when one with having a strong relationship with God, whomever, however you call him, but having a higher spirit, understanding that he controls all. Second is having a successful relationship with your family, immediate family for that matter, especially the family that you brought into this world. Thirdly, having a strong physical, basically being health is wealth. And then final, having a strong financial system, foundation as well. So those are the ways that I define success, both personally and financially and professionally. It's just different terminologies. When you deal with professionally, you're dealing with, you want to have definitely a solid brand. You want to have a brand and a product that's built on integrity and morals and quality. Secondly, you want to put the customer first, make sure as you do the best that you can to educate them, support them, and again, just having a successful system in place, how you operate from your landing pages, websites, to your CRM, to your pipelines, to your after-sales support, logistics, all that good stuff, product development, all that. So it's a combination of a lot of things that it depends on your business and what you do, but it just really depends on specifically the business. But those are my personal takeaways of what I see as being a successful business, having a successful relationship with customers, a successful product that's built on quality, and then a system that supports all of that with all your integrations and automations. Number 4, can you describe a pivotal moment in your career that shaped who you are today? Wow, I'm not gonna be too heavy, but a real pivotal moment in my career is the loss of my daughter. That's a big pivotal moment. Today, it would be roughly 3 years that she's been passed. And that was a pivotal moment for me because I've never wanted to give up before. Ever in my life, I've never had a give up bone in my body. And throughout that journey, I can say it was a big bone. It was days I didn't want to get up out the bed. I wasn't motivated. But at one point I heard a voice say, "Dad, I love you," and get up. So that was the pivotal moment in my career, in my life, when I knew that throughout it all, I had to get up. I had to make it. I had to make it happen. I have 7 other children. And so there was a lot still left on the table. And so I couldn't just let my personal grief completely knock me out the box. And it continues to rear its head at times. And I continue to pray and work towards a light. But one thing that I can say that's really been a blissful thing for me is work. My children and work. Those have been the 2 things that's helped me out of that dark place, is hearing my other children's voices, seeing them, and knowing that we've built a product. My daughter and I stood right by me in this business. She grew up vending. Her and her sister grew up in vending machines. My oldest daughter is 23 years old. And again, I've been in vending all of her life. So every single last sibling of theirs have grown up around vending machines in some form. So my daughter, she was right here in the business. She was my assistant, office assistant. She did paperwork, she made calls. So she was a key role play, a key figure in the business. And not only did it hurt losing her, personally, but it hurt losing her professionally. And so there's no replacing, but we're trying to fill a gap, fill a hole, fill a need. And to this day, that's still been a challenge. But again, what's made me is the fact that, hey, I know that I'm strong. I know that my children have my back, they support me. My family supports me. I have clients and friends that support me. And so those are things that keep me getting up. And of course, I keep God first. Number 5, what is your daily routine like and how do you stay productive? Good question. Now, mind you, I haven't read these questions prior. I asked them, put the phone down, and I turned the camera on and started recording. So these things are fresh. So I don't have any pre-designed answers, anything. So my daily routine, start with that. First of all, I wake up at 5:30 every morning and I pray, start a workout. I then again pray at 6:30, then do another workout. I eat. From eating, I do meditation. So from 6:30 to about 7, I'm meditating. I'm just going over plans in my head, honestly thanking God, continuously speaking to my daughter. I tend to not answer any calls or be on the phone until after 9. I try to push it till 10, but as a business owner, you gotta be on the phone, you gotta make things happen. And then being on social media, doing promotion and marketing, you gotta do things. But with scheduling posts, that keeps me from being on my phone so early and give me some more time to myself to meditate and get a plan together. But after that, I eat breakfast, we work out, the day starts, I get on the phone. My first routine is I get on my main computer, check out emails, respond to all messages from social media and other different marketplace advertisements that we have for machines. Again, as a business owner, you're looking to solve whatever situations that are out there or prevent them from happening. So I'm always perfecting our system. Now, I'm heavy into AI, so I'm doing a lot of training on AI and how I can implement AI into my daily system and processes that we have that are repeatable. So that's what I'm doing. I'm always online trainings, doing surveys and doing actual hands-on stuff like that. I'm communicating with customers from that point, looking at appointments, whatever meetings I have on schedule. We do Zoom meetings on Tuesday, so whoever is logged on or signed in to be on that Zoom call on Tuesday, that happens. About noon, we take a lunch. I work out about 4 times throughout the day, just doing calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, stuff like that, stretching. So that's always implemented throughout the day. After noon, we're doing more so development of products. Going in, we assemble our machines here locally, so I'm always talking to our engineers, our assembly crew, parts manufacturing. Those are all the things that we go through. I talk to my tech support guy, Charles, to figure out different ways of implementing a better system for customers. And that's pretty much how the day ends, is just going over processes and systems, make sure everything is right. We end the day again with prayer, dinner, late workout, shower, and then I chill throughout the day. I minimize I guess this goes into the second question, how do I stay productive, is I minimize the amount of dead time that I have by always occupying myself with either working out, doing some type of push-up, or I'm reading or doing something online. Most of my reading is from either an audio book or a podcast, but idle time, I tend to keep very minimal, down to maybe 2 hours a day, as far as just watching social media or watching YouTube videos. I rarely watch TV. I have probably a lot of TVs and they rarely come on. So unless someone's over and we're watching a movie or my kids are here or something like that, then rarely the TVs come on. So there's always the phone, YouTube, researching something and educating myself on how to get better. Now it's again AI and then taxes. How you can benefit from these tax breaks. So that's how I stay productive, is always figuring out the new trend, of ways of a business owner that I can develop and become better. Question 6, and just for your record, it's 10 questions, so it's only 4 more after this. How do you balance work and personal life, and what tips do you have for others? Wow, question 6 is powerful. How do I balance work and personal life? Truthfully, in the past, I haven't. Work has consumed me. I've recently acquired the words work-life balance here this last 3 years, maybe 4, but it's always been work. My children have always come to my office here, they operate here, they come here after school. I incorporate my children within the job and the work, within the business. So personally, I'm always with my children in that capacity. Weekends, holidays, we tend to just go places if we can. Honestly, if money is not an option, we tend to take a lot of trips and go places. But the biggest thing is that I've realized that you just have to make that time. If a situation presents itself to where my children can come here and spend time here, or my family can come here and spend time here, I will. They're more than welcome. It's an open policy. If it's a situation where I need to go to them, I definitely take that time. So that's the wonderful thing about owning your whole 24 hours, is that whatever is necessary, you have the time to make it happen. You carve out what's a priority for you. So that's really how you make the balance work. Number 7, let me see, make sure we're good. Number 7, what are your core values as a business leader, and how do they influence your decisions? Good question. Again, my core values are stand for something so you don't fall for anything. Have integrity, have morals, have a product that is quality, that you can prove by its longevity in the marketplace, its affordability, a lot of other key factors. But that's, for me, I sell a product. So my core values would be stand behind the product, make sure that you inform people as much as you can, have morals, ethics, be truthful. That's really it. And then how do they influence my decisions in every way? Because it's how you market the product, it's how you advertise it, how you showcase it. And from that point, it influences everything that you do. I'm not here to just sell I'm not here to sell a get rich quick scheme. That's not what I'm selling. I'm selling a business opportunity, which means it requires work, action, and patience, and dedication. And so when people come to me thinking that this is supposed to happen like that, I tend to shy away from them because it goes against my core values, because I'm not here to just sell you something. I'm not here to mislead you. A lot of times I get really the back end, blunt end of that, because people try to sue you and all that, because you're giving them all the information that they need just to hang you as well. But again, with justice and then with God, I feel like all that'll work itself out. But it will work itself out, but it will work itself out. But the core values is just being truthful, having morals, having ethics, and stand behind your product. Number 9, number 8, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs starting journey? What advice would I give aspiring entrepreneurs starting their own journey? One thing that I can say that my mother imparted in me in the beginning is the fact that she just didn't hand over anything. She made me do some research. And see, back then it wasn't a Google, internet wasn't really there. We're talking 1999, 2000. So it was the beginning of the internet, all that good stuff. So you had to actually put boots to the ground back then. You had to get into the yellow pages and the green sheets and figure out exactly how this business worked. Go to the library, all that good stuff. Really do as much research as you can. So that's the core values. That's the advice that I would give any entrepreneur, is put boots to the ground. Just don't rely on the internet. Don't rely on Google. Actually go see the company. If you can, go intern. Ask for, or better yet, pay for mentoring. Or offer it. even if it's plumbing or whatever. All these people have their own fees of being around, giving that type of information. So, excuse me, if it's anything that you want to do, you want to do it right. And if it's worth it, then it's worth working for. So my advice would be to do as much research as you can. Don't procrastinate. A lot of people just research for years and years and years and don't start anything. But definitely do research. Start by going out to different locations, seeing what the field is. Me is vending, so go to some suppliers' warehouses, ask questions, talk to other entrepreneurs that are in that field. Now it's so easy to find information online, but I'm just saying, just don't rely on that. Actually go and feel and touch and smell the product if you can in that way, so that you'll know that this is for you in the end. Number 9. Can you share a recent project or incentive that you're particularly proud of? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, I am completely proud of the company that we're building. I'm completely proud of the product that we offer. So, project is Omni. We're on our 4th version of Omni, and it's matured so much over these last 5-6 years. So I am very proud of Omni. I'm very proud of our partners. I'm very proud of everything that's gone into it to make it the product that it is today and will become in the future, because it isn't the end. This isn't the end, this is the beginning. And so all these hurdles that we're going through with tech support and even legal with customers and stuff like that, we give that to God, because those, again, what we said in the beginning, those are challenges, and you're going to be faced with challenges along the road. I'm 20 plus years in this game, and I'm facing challenges every day, and I kind of anticipate them. I'm ready to hit it head on, not with aggression or conflict or anything like that, but reason, fairness, just. So I'm very proud of the company and who I am as a business entrepreneur. And number 10, what future goals do you have for yourself and your business, and how do you plan to achieve them? Wow, great. So I'm gonna start off with myself personally. Personally, my goals for Zaytric is to continue to grow within my spirit of God, grow physically with health, mentally just continue to read and grow and build myself, educating myself regardless of how old I am. I had an incident, I'm not gonna go in depth in it, but it proves that you're never too old to learn. So continue to keep an open mind and learn. Material-wise, I have a personal goal. I wanna get my race car fixed. It's been a project of mine for maybe 4 years, 5 years to really just get it dialed in, and I'm not gonna say we're almost there, but we're there. So that's personally I want to do. And then material-wise, of course, have a deeper relationship, keep a very close relationship with my kids, my mom, my sister, have more relationships with friends. I value friendships now. That was one of the things that we go back to the work-life balance, is that I didn't allow myself friendships because I was just so driven and so focused on business and family. If you know me, my personal situation with my daughters, Peaches, and so I was in a position where I had to be focused. So I didn't have time for friendships. I didn't give myself time for friendships when I first started. It was only business and being a father. And so I took that very seriously, and I still take that seriously to this day. But aside of that, I take friendships seriously, genuine friendships. And so that's one thing I want to do personally. As far as business-wise, the goals for the business is to continue to grow and build a team, from the back office team, from the support, marketing, SEO, appointments, lead generation, sales, after sales, customer support, technical support, redefining our CRM, not hopefully, but eventually going into more of a distributor partnership with individuals so that we can become more of a global brand. That's the main goal, is for Omni to be global, to be known and operated globally. And it takes work. I don't know all the work that it takes, so that's why it's about building that team of individuals who have that expertise that can help on that journey to get us where we can go. Because again, I can go fast, I can go far myself, but I can go faster with a team, farther and faster with a team. And so that's been my goal for this last year, has been just developing the team, building the team. And so that's been a personal goal in the future, and just becoming a global brand, continue to support the customers. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all in a nutshell. So I think that's all of the questions ChatGPT had to ask me. But I thank you guys for listening and tuning in to this little interview segment that we've created. I hope you got to learn a little bit about me. And from that point, man, just stay tuned. You got a lot more. It's the channel here, VinDoc. Again, we drop a lot of jewels, a lot of gems, from how to do your taxes and all that good stuff to just how to start your own business. So check us out and continue to subscribe, like the channel, share the channel. I appreciate y'all.